guys, Captain Hockey 82 here. Welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to go over update 6.1 for PUBG and what it contains and my thoughts and opinions on them and what is going on in the future of PUBG for Season 6. We're just going to go over what this is. I'm not going to show you any videos or anything. I actually haven't gone on and played it yet, so we're just going to go over the what I think it is, and then in a future video will be more in depth of what each is. Some gameplay coming up soon, so shouldn't be too long of a video, but I wanted to get this out here for you guys to see. So update 6.1, and then again, it is on the test server. That's just how they're setting it up, and they start it there on. It's the same thing that's been for every major update. So we will see. First thing first, we're not going to watch the video. It's too long, too much waste of time. But there is a new map. New map. Yeah, I got to get rid of that for this. So, new map, higher tension, faster pace. Welcome to Karakin. I think it's how you pronounce it. If not, please let me know. Very small. You know, it's got some decent city there, here, and here, and here. And it's just kind of sparse and not a whole lot of loot. So you're going to be forced to fight in these areas if you want some loot, it looks like. It's a 2x2 kilometer island. I think it's the smallest one so far. I think Sanok is 4x4. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, this is really small. It's only going to be a 64-player map, so it's gotta be small, right? It says expect attention of Miramar combined with the pace of Sanok. So it does seem to be going to be an interesting way to play. Long distance rifle engagements in the mountains, tactical urban conflict, claustrophobic underground combat, and the introduction of the Black Zone. Karakin reveals its twist, a map that's layout changes every match. And this is where it's going to get a little interesting. This is not anything that we have seen before for PUBG, so it will be very interesting to see how this pans out or how this works. Just some visuals of the map terrain and everything. Some of these were leaked on Twitter. Yeah. What I thought was maybe just a remaster of Miramar, like they did for Season 5 or 4, whenever it was. So I figured out maybe they're going to do that for Miramar. But no, it's an entirely new map. So we mentioned the Black Zone earlier. This is what this is. It's only on Karakin. And from the looks of it, you would think that, oh, you know, it's another red zone. But as it says here, our new hazard, the Black Zone, is only available in Karakin. It will level buildings into smoking ruins. What this is, it's designed to push players out of the safety of a building. The hazard is random. Towns and compounds can be undamaged, totally flattened, and everything in between. You just don't know. The mix of buildings and ruins evolves in real time throughout the match, meaning don't always expect that building to run to cover to be there late in the match. Remember, if you hear the siren and you are inside that purple circle in the minimap, evacuate. Buildings destroyed by the Black Zone will be marked with an X on the minimap, so at least you'll be able to tell which areas have been hit and which areas have not. This is all great. I would like to see this last one kind of go away. You know, people shouldn't know that area has been destroyed. They should just have to go there and see. I mean, if you see this in the event, you know it's not coming, then people are going to avoid it, and you know maybe push them somewhere else they would normally not push, and just kind of leave them out. But you know that could be all part of. I don't know. It should be interesting to see how that plays out. New throwable sticky bomb. This was also leaked for a very quick second on Twitter. And also, along with this, they changed up the siege play. They're introducing the breach points, which can be destroyed with sticky bombs and Karakin. So I guess for the picture here, they're going to be certain areas of the buildings, whether it's the roof, walls, floors. Basically, certain walls and floors have breach points can be destroyed with sticky bombs. So it'll be interesting. The feature presents more tools for our players. For campers, it allows more sightlines/windows to be created. For squads going defensive, however, there are new options for storing buildings. Do we blast through the back of the building or through the roof? Or maybe both. The choice is yours. And for explorers, we've hidden many secret areas for those players with a spare sticky bomb or two, and a keen nose for loot. Now, for any of you guys that were witnessed when Vikendi was first released, they had that secret cave that spawned crate drop weapons. I don't know if this is what they're referring to, that kind of a thing, or if this is just, secret areas that have regular loot in it. I don't know. I have not played it, so it'll be interesting to see. If you've played it and you know the answer, feel free to comment down below. I'll be curious to know. It is just they're finding a secret area. Looks like concrete, but clearly marked. You blow it up, and there's a secret area. If pictures are any indication, it could just be completely random. The fact that this guy has a level 3 helmet and a Groza. So maybe they just had it before they blew the hole up, or maybe it is what they got from down there. We just don't know. And finally, to make interior gunfights a little more interesting, we've added bullet penetration to our weakest walls in Karakin. Getting brief glimpses of your enemies through damaged drywall and deciding to take the fight or regroup gives players more options. So this is another good feature here. So there's certain walls you'll be able to shoot through and the bullets will pass through. You'll be able to hit someone on the other side of the wall. Now this feature is, from what I understand, will only be for Karakin. This will not translate over to any of the other maps, unfortunately. At least at this time, there's no plan to move it to the other maps. But again, everything is driven by community, so if there's enough community feedback, they might actually move it over. New vehicle, it was in the lab. You played the labs over on the regular server, live server. You get the chance to play with these. They move these over to live. They are already on the live server as of this video. We'll go down through here as well. Yep, it's currently available on live servers. The motor glider is available in Wrangell and Miramar only. There are 10 motor gliders will spawn across the map, across 40 potential locations. So that's about a 25% spawn rate on each location. Takeoff, you must gain the necessary speed of 65 kilometers an hour, and then pitch up with the S key. You'll start takeoff automatically once you hit 70. So if you're not in a hurry to get off, just wait an extra 5 kilometers, you'll get out. The fuel consumption rate is tied to the engine speed. The more throttle you apply, the faster you will run out of gas. And the most important one here that I think of all this is this one right here. The motor glider will be spawned without gas. You will need to fuel it up before you start the engine and take off. This is a change from when it was in the labs. So if you've played the labs, this will be a little different. In the labs, you had gas, so you just had to fight for it, and you got it. That was it. By doing this, I guess that what happened was that you had a large group of players just dropping in on that set location, because they were in 10 locations and they always spawn there in the lab. So they're always there. So they had people dropping on each one, fighting, literally just punching people to get to it. And then whoever got it would just run everybody else over with it before they took off. So this is the change they made to combat that. So now you actually have to go and find gas and fuel it up before you can take off. I think they said on average about 30 players died in the first 5 minutes of the game trying to find that when the lab was in there. So average per game. So they did this to try to correct that. I think that is the right call. Makes it a little more strategic. There is no maximum altitude you can reach. The sky is the limit, but the engine will start losing power the higher the altitude you are at. Controls, WS keys control the pitch, A and D to control the roll. Adjust the throttle by holding left shift and left control keys. Hold the spacebar when on the ground to engage the handbrake. Now, one thing they do not mention here, but I can confirm for you, is if you jump out of it, there is no parachute. You will die. You will hit the ground and you will die. So be warned. And Survivor Pass, Shakedown. So this is the new Survivor Pass. I'll touch on it briefly. And communication, a lot of this is exactly the same as it was in season 5, in the way they have different things around the maps that you'll be able to collect. You'll be able to, and it'll go towards XP and other stuff that you can unlock. Exact same thing with the season mission. In this term, nothing's really changed. It's all pretty much the same. They just changed the rewards and changed the actual challenges. The title system, again, is just nothing really has changed in that regard, so I'm not going to dwell on that too long. Gameplay. They did make a firing mode change improvement. They did add an option to the gameplay settings, which will allow you to set a second firing mode preference for AR and SMG weapons, which have 3 firing modes: single, burst, and auto. This will allow you to have burst fire weapons be set to single shot upon equip, while also having other weapons in that category still be automatically set to auto. So, for example, in the AR, you have the M4, which is single fire and automatic. Having these settings will allow you to keep either it's single or automatic, but in the same class, at the same time, having, say, the M16, which has the single and the burst, set the burst, and etc., etc. So I think that will be a nice change, an interesting change. I'm not sure how much it's going to actually play into effect, but, it is a little nicer to have that option. Matchmaking, another big change they are bringing into Season 6. And this is the big one here. Vikendi has been removed from public matches temporarily and will be replaced by Karakin. Their newest map this newest map is being removed from public matches temporarily, they say. They're going to explain why below. It's about queue time. So in order for them to provide a stable matchmaking times and not have to add additional queues, and they're going to introduce rotating map slots. And it will change from time to time. For now, the first rotation of Vikendi will come out, and it will to make room for Karakin. However, Vikendi will still be available for custom games. That will not go away. So speaking of Vikendi, since it is going away, since they launched it back in December of 2018 was the last time they launched a map, so over a year ago, they've received a lot of feedback. Performance, spawn-based, and even buildings were all places with room for improvement, some of which we already attempted, but we feel we can still do better. That said, while Vikendi is on vacation, quotes, they're going to be going in and doing a bigger revamp of the map than they've previously done. So hopefully when it comes back, it'll be a lot better in terms of loot, in terms of cover, etc. And on it, it'll be interesting to see when that comes back online. Until then, trade your snowballs for sticky bombs and hot drop into the new hotness. So map selection is the next one. In Asian, serve all these European and replaced with Vikendi with a new map Karakin. Vikendi will be still, but yeah. So we're for NA. This is what we're going to focus on. NA featured map, because back to the featured map, well, there's Karakin, and then there's going to be the random map option for Erangel, Miramar, Sanok. But the feature map option may be disabled and Karrigan added to the random map pool if players experience issues with long matchmaking times. So if you don't really know what that means, it means they're going to start out so you can either play just Karrigan or you can play either Orangomir or Marasanic randomly. And if queue times, matchmaking times are too long, then they will have to throw all 4 back. For example, if people just want to play Karrigan and no one really wants to play the other 3 maps, if you actually try to play one of those 3 random maps, you could sit there for a long time. So they're going to, if that happens to be the case, they'll throw everything back as it is now, currently in live server, where it's just random map, whatever you get is whatever you get. However, Vikendi was still unavailable in public matches and only available through custom matches. Very important to know. Master system, the PUBG, your PUBG ID will now be shown at the end of the match screen and while spectating players. Okay, I'm not sure if that's really why or whatever, but okay. UI added the pass button to the main menu. You can view your survivor pass by clicking it. Big deal. And of course, what they always have to do every update, the replay system has been updated. Replay files from previous updates are now unavailable for use. So if you have any replays saved, I would go ahead and try to export them so you can edit or whatever else you want to do for it, because when this hits live servers, you can kiss that goodbye. Sound, gun handling sounds improvement. They improved the reload and weapon switching sound effects. So that sounds like it should be good. Modify the reload sounds to sound more realistic through adding audible player interaction with the reloading operation. So, hey, that could be really cool. So we'll have to see how that pans out. Sound segmentation related to mechanical property weapons during aiming/scoping. In aiming/scoping, the degree of trembling sounds related to weapon attachment details varies depending on the type of weapon. Sounds are divided into 2, handgun and non-handgun. And handgun has less trembling or no attachment detailed sounds compared to non-handguns. Vaulting sound improvement. Improve the detail expressions on objects such as hand-to-body contact, collar-to-shoulder squeaks, etc. during vaulting. When vaulting, the sound outputs correct material sounds, concrete, metal, wood, etc. Vikendi, for if you're playing in a custom server, they further lowered the volume of the wind sound effect in the moonlight mode. Performance. So far, the only thing they're doing in the world origin shift is to optimize the world location calculating process to reduce the occurrence of hitching. So hopefully they fixed any kind of hitching that was happening. They're going to add some items to the store after update 6.1 hits live servers. That's 5 gold dragon skins, 4 golden phoenix skins, and 9 Cello skins. Bug fixes, the favorite part of us all. Gameplay, they fixed an issue where the camera view is located incorrectly when changing seat to the driver seat during ADS. Fixed an issue where the M249 iron sight was displayed incorrectly. Fixed an issue where the hold option for prone isn't working correctly. For the UI, they fixed an issue where the character's overhead UI isn't aligned with the character model. Fixed an issue where incorrect UI would be exposed after pressing certain keys. And fixed an issue where the helmet equipped and customized is visible in the character's head on PUBG ID. Fixed an issue in 2 issues in custom map. Sound fixed an issue where the ambient noise is louder than intended in certain weather types of Vikendi. Again, unless you're playing it on custom match, you're not going to know. And fixed a couple issues with Tommy gun skins and items. So that is all there is to talk about this particular patch. So I appreciate you guys staying along here and listening to that. Next video have some actual gameplay that hopefully includes all of this information in it for you. Make sure you like and subscribe below if you like the video. If not, still like, please. But, I do stream over on Twitch most during the week. So make sure you follow me over there, same name. Follow me on Twitter for details. And I will see you guys on the battlefield.